Rio, Hong Kong, Istanbul, and New York. And each of the teams is tasked with thinking about unevenness, the sort of informality and population in those 6 cities. And we've been given New York, and we're working with a team called Cohabitation Strategies. Each city has been assigned two teams. So what's interesting about New York, and one of the first things we felt like we needed to do, was define unevenness. Because when you think about Mumbai, perhaps, or Rio, the kind of point of entry for discussions about informality is perhaps a little more clear. In New York, we felt it was important to define what we mean by unevenness. And we began by just having a series of conversations with different organizations that are doing a lot of work around housing advocacy. And what was really, really interesting from the beginning was that we understood the informal condition of New York as something which was inherently interior. So if you look at favelas in Rio or slums in Mumbai, you could probably see them from an aerial satellite photo. In New York, I think we would argue that it's just as pervasive, but it's all sort of ensconced in existing housing stock. And what was also super interesting to us was to look back at the work of Jacob Riis, who was a Dutch immigrant who came to New York at the late 1890s, was documenting slums in the Lower East Side, right? And actually leveraging what at the time was really progressive technology of tungsten flash to sort of expose these abhorrent conditions. And his work, he wrote a book, he compiled this work into a book called How the Other Half Lives. And his book was incredibly influential in changing housing policy, right? So